Let's see if this works today. Seems like it is, but I'm going to pull a card for you if you've only got one moment. Here is a moment card reading for you to take a message away just for you right now. What card is that? What message is that for you? This one. The Great Gathering. I think I forgot to turn around. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits. Soul Tribe. And the message coming through for you is, if it is all falling apart, it is all falling into place. Now, that's such a spiritual cliche that it's just like, sometimes that's not what you need to hear. However, if you've only got a moment on my live stream, this is the message for you. There is messages, I want to say there's a reason for the madness, there's a reason for the chaos, and it might feel like this great big mess right now, but it's all coming together. I feel like in the chaos and in everything falling apart, you're also getting lots of clarity about your mission, lots of clarity about your next steps, lots of clarity about your purpose, lots of clarity is coming through, even though everything is falling apart. So, bottom card of the deck is Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, and the original light workers. So, like I said, if you've just got a moment, this is the message for you. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. So there's lots of clarity coming in for you. You can't really see it, but the top of the card is like, there's all galaxy and stars. You're getting a lot of intuition and a lot of clarity right now, even though there's a lot of chaos around you and you might be being pulled into it in parts. But for the most part, there's a lot of clarity. This longing for home card, it feels like amongst the chaos falling apart, is like the old structures, routines, things that you're used to being there, the pillars. These are like your soul tribe, right? But also it feels like messages from the spirit world of the pillars, but also the pillars are like falling apart, not necessarily the guides, right? But the pillars are falling apart. The structures that made up your reality, that made you feel safe, are like, it's almost like the rug being pulled out from underneath your feet, right? But this, the meant to come, and that's why the longing for home, that's why it's like, oh, am I not meant to be here? Am I meant to be somewhere else? Or meant to be doing this, or I missed that, or this is gone, or it's like this is the longing, and you're longing for the old, but the old's not here anymore. And this is the new information that's coming through for you. And it's like, it's almost like a strong message for like, pay attention to what is coming through. Pay attention to the new messages. Pay attention to what is being shown to you, because that's actually like going to pull you in the direction you want to go to your quote unquote new home faster than longing for the old. Of course, we need to grieve the old and all of those sorts of things. But the message is like, it is all coming together, but it seems like it's all falling apart. And be okay, like let the crumble, like let it happen, yeah? So that was just a message for you. If you only had a moment as I was waiting for people to jump on, I'm like, I'm going to do a short message for you. So I'm going to do psychic readings for you guys. I tried going live the other day and there was all these glitches in Facebook, so I couldn't. So let me share this live stream, and I was like checking if this live stream was going to work, and it is. So my name is Hannah. If you guys haven't been here before, let me know, say hi. If this is your first time, I'm going to share this live stream and then check the comments. So you guys here, my 2023 personal psychic forecast is open. The link is in the comments. I'll pop it in the comments, and it's in the title of this live stream. So this is where I'm your personal guide for 2023. We do an hour, 45 minute to an hour Zoom call together where we map out the timeline of 2023. Obviously, we're pulling cards, intuitively tuning in to what's going on, and you have a visual representation. I draw up a visual timeline map for you. And because we're on Zoom in our video call, we do one-on-one, and we're able to clear out, activate, do anything that needs to happen on the call as well to prepare you for your 2023. So I'm going to pop the link in the comments for that as well. And then I'm going to share this live stream, and then I'm going to start doing some psychic readings for you guys. So hello, there's a few of you that is your first time. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I just come out of our psychic protection class this morning, and I was like, I don't know if this is going to work today, so I'm going to try because it just hadn't. I don't know. It was so crazy. I'm like, it just wouldn't go live the other day, and like all this other glitch up. I was like, you know what? I'm just not meant to go live right now. So whatever. All right, so I'm just popping that link in the title of the live stream there. I mean, in the comments. Get it right, Hannah. Just put that on mute. So I'm going to pin that to the top. Hello, guys. All right, so let me share this live stream and then I shall be present with you. And I'll explain how I do these psychic readings for you. So if you're just jumping on and if you do catch a replay, I did a little short reading for everybody if you only had a moment. It's what I did the other day too. And then like the live stream wouldn't work. And I was like, that was like the best little like message. The message that came on when the live stream wouldn't work the other day. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm showing this in the right place. Like I was like straight into it, right? Of like, here's the message for you if you only have a moment. And it was like the best card ever. And then the live stream wasn't working and it wasn't loading and people were commenting going, it's just black, I can't see anything. And I'm like, what the fuck's happening? I'm like, that was the best little message for you guys. But do you know what the cards were? It was like, notice the signs. And I'm like, okay, I'm not meant to do a live stream right now. Got it. So I went and cleaned the house, whatever's. It's like, fine. Notice the signs, Hannah. I was like, but that was like the best reading. Obviously not. Obviously, there was more. There was more messages for it. So whatever. Anyway, I'm here today. So I'll just share this in one more place and then I will be checking comments and starting to pull some cards for you guys. I know I'm so happy it's working. So fucking happy it's working. I was a little bit worried, but at the same time, I'm just like, man, technical, like glitches in tech land are very normal. When you've been online for 6, almost 7 years, you start to get used to, like, you know, some people freak out and they're like, oh my God, my whole world's collapsing. Like when Facebook goes offline for a minute. It's like, oh, I'm not meant to do this right now. Okay, tech break. We start to learn to not freak out. I was a little bit worried, but I was just like, really? But really? Oh, look, there's 33 people in here. The Ascended Mastered number. Okay. I'm coming. So I'm just checking comments. So hello to all you guys who are first time here. So welcome. Yes. Haven't caught a live for ages. Perfect. Yes, I'm here. I'm so grateful. Haven't been able to sleep, so here you are. Perfect. From Mississippi, hello. Okay, awesome. It's been so long since I've seen you live. Moving from Japan back to the States. Wow, that's a huge change. That's huge. Hello. Okay, awesome. So for these cards, how I work doing psychic reading online. So first of all, a little bit of housekeeping. I will never send you a message or comment on your thing saying, hey, send me a message, and then like, you know, constantly, or I will never friend request you. There's a lot of scammers out. So please know, like, if you get a random message or a friend request from me, it's not from me. Okay, it's not from me. If you're not sure, send me a message and I will voice note you so that you know that it's like me, not a scammer. Do not hand your credit card over. Do not go to a website that doesn't say realityawareness.com on it first, okay? There's scammers going out and they have my profile picture. They take all my photos. Like if you actually look at their profile picture, if you look at their profile, there'll be some sort of grammar error. And if you look at, like, they've just shared all my posts. They're not original posts, okay? So if it doesn't have realityawareness.com /something, it's not me. Don't get scammed. I want you to keep your money and choose where you want to spend it. Maybe that's with booking in with me. Maybe it's something else. Don't get scammed, okay? Really clear. All right. So how my psychic readings work is now I'm going to ask you to say, yes, please. And I'll have a list of yes, pleases. So you say, yes, please, Hannah, or yes, or whatever you want to write like that. So I'll ask for that now. And so then I'll have a list of yes, pleases. And then I'll just intuitively scan the list and choose somebody. And if I won't be able to get to everyone, let's be real, okay? If you listen carefully, there'll be some sort of message for you. If you ever catch any of my replays of a psychic reading, if you know it's a replay, right? and you can just pause the video for a minute and you think of your question inside your mind, and then you just like scroll the little toggle thing across, just like randomly like stop it and press play, and it'll be a message for you. Okay, so even if you don't get a reading right now and you're on a replay, you can always do that. But if you're live and you listen now, there'll be some sort of message. Okay. All right, so these ones. So I'll scan through the list of yes pleases. So if you want to book privately with me, you can send me a private message. We can work one-on-one, or there's my 2023 personal psychic forecast that I've released there. Excited to do that. I'm doing it differently to what I've done before, and I'm so excited because I get to sit with you on Zoom video and we like draw up a visual map timeline together. I'm so excited about that. Oh, it's so powerful, I can feel it. Okay, who is this reading for? Because I've pulled 2 cards from 2 different decks. So let's see. Okay, so Connie Phillips. So Connie Phillips. So first of all, when I was shuffling just before, I haven't turned this around, have I? Okay, give me a second. Let's see if I can do this on live stream without mucking it up. I usually do this first, but I was trying to figure out if the live stream was even going to work. Yay, I did it. Okay, so Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, and Teacher. So Connie, I feel like you've been tapping more into your intuition, taking better care of yourself, or thinking about it, and been wanting to change your life in some way, shape, or form. And this is like confirming like you've been training for this for lifetimes. It's time to take the action that you've been thinking about, because you're deeply connected to your intuition right now. Like the messages, the information that you've been receiving is correct. Trust it. Then I pulled another card from a different deck, and it's like shedding the old. It's like, oh, of course. So there is a change coming your way. And that's why I was like, if there's a change that you're thinking of, your intuition is correct and you need to take action on that. There is a change coming your way. Cultivate a sense of adventure so you will be able to see these new prospects. This actually taps into the collective reading I just gave you at the start of this live stream. And I was like, stop focusing on what's crumbling and like focus on all the intuition that's coming through for you. It was in this deck. I don't know if I can find the card. Oh, here it is. This is what it was. It was like all the, I can't really see it, but all the stars and galaxies in the sky here. It's like, that's all the intuition coming through. You need to pay attention to that. And that's what it feels like here, because it's like cultivate a sense of adventure so that you will be able to see these new prospects. There is all this information coming through, right? All the stars, all the ideas coming into the crown chakra. You're deeply connected to your intuition right now. Yeah, the mystic, the teacher, the sisterhood of the rose, your intuition, right? You need to, I want to say, be open to thinking about change, which I feel like you are, okay? You need to be like, I want to say ready for the adventure, ready for the change. Like sometimes all these new ideas and inspiration and intuition can come in, but we're not like, we don't catch it and we miss those doorways of opportunity because we're not like prepared for change. And I mean like in a sense of like, you know, you need to make changes, but it's like you're not yet. Sometimes that's like you're not ready and resistant. Sometimes it's a divine timing, yeah? So cultivate a sense of adventure. So be open to the change and the possibility. Like your intuition is correct. Like if you've been doubting what's coming through for you, don't. It is true and correct and right. And maybe you sort of brush it off because you don't know how that's gonna, like you're like, yeah, but that's great, but like how? And that's the block. That immediately closes it all off, right? We don't need to know how. We just need to know that's what we want to do, and we start stepping forward into that. And when we do, cultivate a sense of adventure and just know that that's what we want to do, and everything always works out for me, and everything comes to me that I need, and all the opportunities are open doors and I step through them. Like that's a reality you create in your mindset, right? Big crown chakra stuff here, guys. The bottom card of this deck is the gift of neutrality. Lots of fire energy, even though it's not fire. It is though. It's like the fire, the burning passion. Like, what do you want to do, right? Forget about the things that are crumbling. It's the card at the start of this live stream. Balance is at work in your life. The yin and yang are opposites in energy, but reside side by side to provide the gift of neutrality. And this is where it feels like you have everything at your fingertips, like all the ideas are coming to you. And it's so important that you trust your intuition at this time to let go of what you're holding on to and be able to like ride. It's almost like riding, like this is the Nautilus show, I think. Like ride on the wave that's coming in for you. There's a doorway and an opportunity that's about to present itself to you, Connie, and you need to take that. Strong message. Okay, who's next? So if you can please give me another list of yes, please. Kate says it's wonderful how interactive you are with the comments. Thank you. Connie says, I've been so depressed lately, so thank you for the positive vibes. I have 5 planets in Leo. Lots of fire. Lots of fire. And we'll be depressed when we've put that fire out. And we've put that fire out because we've squelched our intuition, because we get ideas, but we don't know how. And so we're like, yeah, that's great, but I don't know how. And so we just shut that door. The fire goes out. Poof. Right? The fire comes back when we open ourselves to the limitless possibilities that we know is available to us. And it's almost like, sorry, I threw these cards away. I threw the fire away because we're like, yeah, that's great, but put the fire out. But this is like, get back to the place where you knew the magic was. Sometimes that's like in the beginning of our spiritual awakening, and we're like, everything's magic and everything always works out for me. And then all our subconscious shit comes up and we're like, whoa, the fire goes out. It's like, find that place before the fire went out. Yeah, that's how we disperse and burn away depression, by just doing what we want. I just did a live stream in my Trust Intuition group about this. I was like, you know, the fastest way to fast track and find your life purpose is to do what the fuck you want. Forget about everybody else and be selfishly you. People are like, you should be selfish, you need to be in service. I'm like, wait, if you're not in service to yourself, you're not in service to others. Plain and simple. If you're putting everyone else before yourself, you will fucking burn out. You will lose your joy. You will be depressed. Your fire will go out. You must be selfish in every choice you want to make. That way you're deeply connected to your intuition. And when you're deeply connected to your intuition, you're deeply connected to source. And that helps everybody. As soon as you go, oh, I better do it for them, you've disconnected from self and the fire goes out. Plain and simple. See, empower yourself. The message hasn't finished, guys. Tune into your personal power. You are more than able to handle this situation facing you. Allow yourself to be the strong, beautiful person you are capable of being. Ta-da! Pretty much what I was saying. All right. Who's next? Okay, I got your yes pleases. Let me go through. I'm just going to choose what cards are coming through. That was a really strong message. I love it. You're so welcome, Connie. You're so welcome. Bloody oath. That. Exactly, right? If your fire's gone out, look at where you're disconnected from yourself. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be on live stream. Technology glitches, but I was like trusting it come back, but I'm also excited that it's back. All right, who is this card for? I'm tuning in. Okay, Chelsea Brown. Okay, there's 3 for you in this one. Okay. So if you guys want to book a private psychic reading, send me a message. If you want me to be your personal intuitive guide for the entirety of 2023, where we get on a Zoom and are able to do a visual timeline, like we pull a card for each month. And because we're on Zoom, I'm doing them a little bit different this year, because we're on Zoom, we're able to like tune in for each month, and does stuff need to be cleared? What's in your energy field that needs to be rewritten, recoded, activated, shifted out, past life stuff coming out for each month, and we'll do that on the call. I'm really fucking excited about that. Chelsea's your daughter. I love it. All right, so Chelsea Brown. So interesting what's come up. Honor the masculine. Respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. When this card comes up, sometimes we can be having issues with the man. A man Sometimes this is father wounding, and sometimes this is career and finance related. Yeah, this is the past. Then we've got the concoctomy. Don't know how to pronounce it. It's basically divining oracle messages with shells. So instead of using cards, we're using shells. Do you guys know much about that? So like, you know how there's bush flower essences or flower essences, there's also shell essences, and every shell has a healing property. It's pretty cool if you didn't know. So the wisdom of shells, the shell divination. So this is about trusting your intuition and listening to your heart and following your heart, but also like your intuition. It's almost like, I'm covered in goosebumps. It's almost like your intuition is peaking, and it's so important that you trust it. Is that about a relationship that you need to walk away from? Or is the relationship going through a structural change? Are you even in a relationship? Is this career or like life purpose direction? And it's like, regardless, you need to listen to your intuition about this. What's also interesting is the Imrama card here. This is like wonder voyage, crossing deep waters, pilgrimage in the journey of the soul. Sometimes we can be going through a dark night of the soul when this card comes up, hence trusting your intuition about this, but you're also diving deep into the subconscious and clearing out any father wounding related to how you view men, how relationships are and have been for you, and about career, finances, and life purpose path. Yeah. So I feel like you're trying to find clarity in the situation. I feel like you're trying to figure out what the fuck is actually just happening in my life, because it feels like your life has gone from going this way to a complete 180, and you're like, hang on a sec, what the fuck just happened here? What just happened? It's almost like the rug's being pulled out from underneath your feet, but you're trying to trust your intuition. You're trying to find truth in it. You're trying to figure out, well, hang on a second. It does feel like you're in a bit of a dark night of the soul, but it's like the boat is trying to find direction. Yeah. And I feel like, can you just let it go for a minute? Like, can you just let go and trust your intuition, even though you don't know what the fuck that is, because you're just so confused, because you're just like, well, hang on a second, what actually just happened? Right. And it's almost like, can you just like, it's so hard to let go. And what I mean by let go is let go of trying to figure it out right now. Yeah. The dreams card has come up. So vivid dreaming, dream messages, and dream teaching. And this feels like a deep, like, again, your intuition's really strong right now. Yeah. But I feel like you don't trust it because you did. And well, that didn't work. Right. And a big part of the father wounding and healing actually is about trusting your intuition. Funny about that. Hey. So with whatever's going on, I would work with your inner child and the father healing. Like, at its core, underneath, it's about the father wound. So I would be working on inner child, father wound clearing / healing. And that will help to bring the clarity to the situation to allow you to follow your dreams. Now, this is like following your dreams, purpose, path, etc. But it is also about, physical sleep dreams that you're having in other states, other realms, visiting, venturing, vivid dreaming. But it is about awakening from the slumber to be able to follow your dreams, life purpose, path, which is why I feel like everything's just gone 180. Actually, you're meant to be going this way. And that's why it feels like the rug's out from underneath your feet, pulled out from underneath your feet. But what's actually happening is your life purpose is awakening at its core. Yeah. So that's for you, Chelsea. Chelsea says, probably referring to all of them. Definitely learning to trust my intuition more. There we go. Julie Brown says 1,000,000,000% right. Laurel says self-ish. Self is self. Oh my God, I love that. Of course. That is the message I needed to be reminded of. So simple, yet the only way to move forward is in your soul's truth, 100%. I know it's so simple, and we just get caught up in all the bullshit. Right. When I comment, the live feed kicks me off. Oh, that sucks, Val. That's so fucked up. There's some shit going on behind the scenes at the moment. I'll tell you what. I'm going to talk about it right now, but there is. I know you guys can feel it too. It's fucked up. So many people have been telling me that I haven't been getting my notifications or anything. So maybe if you comment and like my stuff and everything more, like, hopefully that will pick it back up. But there's stuff going on. Okay. So true. Thank you so much. You're so very welcome, Chelsea. Hi, Carrie. So Kate says, Do you ever do readings of past family members? Would that be something that has to be done in person with this psychic? Do you mean mediumship? Is that what you mean? Or like past family members? Like, do you mean that they've passed away, that they're deceased, that they're on the other side? That's mediumship. Is that what you mean? Or do you mean that you just don't speak to them anymore? Just give me a bit of clarity on what you mean by past family members. Okay, I'll have another round of yes pleases. So if you do want to work one-on-one with me, send me a private message and we can chat about the options. Otherwise, if you want for me to be your personal psychic guide over 2023, my personal psychic forecast is available. I've put the link pinned it to the top of the comments of this live stream. It's also in the title of this live stream, and you can also find it on my page. Send me a message if you'd like the details about that as well. This is where we jump on a Zoom call for 45 minutes to an hour, probably more like an hour, because we literally pull a card for each month. And because we're on the Zoom, I'm going to create a visual timeline, which I'm really fucking excited about. I'm so visual. I'm so highly clairvoyant. And I love charts and like, you know, all the things. Like if you're in my Trust Intuition, you'll see I do all the charts and all the stuff. So I freaking love doing charts. So I'm so excited to do a visual timeline with you guys. And because we're pulling a card for each month and we're live together on Zoom, which is video and audio recorded for you, of course, we get to like tune in. Is there any past life that needs to be clear? Is there any like activations that need to happen like for each month? It's a pretty big freaking session ultimately. It's pretty deep. So be prepared for it if you are choosing to come and experience that with me. All right, awesome. Thank you for your yes pleases. So who is this one for? This is the Lemurian deck that's coming right at you. Okay. This one, obviously. These two. Oh no. Yeah, they're stuck together. They're stuck together. This is an important message. Ooh. Kind of flowing on from what we just talked about, of course. I love that they all like flow into each other, but they're all for different people. Okay, I'm just checking these yes pleases. Okay, Robin D. Michael Michele. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name. So, Robin. This is so interesting because I'm like, they're stuck together. So, on the top is the Star Seer. So, this is like you're a healer, you're a medium, you're a psychic, you're all the things. Okay? Little side note, guys. So, I'm an intuitive healer and I train intuitive healers. I personally believe that everyone has a gift to do everything. Of course, when we hone our psychic gifts and our intuitive abilities, we usually find that we're strongest in something or we love doing something more than another. That's a real, like, you know, point in the direction of your purpose, but you literally have the skills to do it all, by the way. So whether you're a star seer, healer, healer, a seer, a wizard, priestess, whatever, like ultimately you can do everything. Once you open your gifts and hone it, you freaking tune into anything, let's be real, right? But you will find you'll have certain specific gifts. Anyway, the point is for you, Robin, star seer, it's time for you to really step into your gifts. Now it's interesting, it was stuck on the root chakra, so much what we've been talking about, right? The masculine in the last reading, about masculine is the base chakra as well. It's life purpose, it's finances, root chakra, same thing. Yeah. This was stuck on that. It's almost like, where are you hiding? Where are you hiding your gifts? Where are you needing to ground your gifts? The Star Seer is a very crown chakra card. So it's almost like, so it's like crown and base. Yeah. Now I always say that when we activate the crown chakra, the base chakra is activated. Like they're very interconnected because they're both at the top and the bottom. Yeah. And so the root chakra, ground and center, it's like, it's time for you to ground your spiritual gifts. It's time for you to show the world who you really are. The bottom card of the deck for you, Robin, is alignment. Oh, I love it, right? When we talk about like base and the top, and they're so interconnected because they're both at the top and the bottom. And if we look at alignment, well, they're both like, you know, they connect the top and the bottom. Like, you know, if one's out, they're going to be out. So it's like, where do you need to pull yourself into center? Where do you need to trust your intuition and bring that down to earth? Where are you? This is a very similar to what I was saying at the very start of this live stream when I did a card for everybody while I was waiting for people to jump on. Like, this is the alignment. Where do you need to trust your intuition? Because that's going to pull you into alignment and to allow all of this to unfold. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you about this. Robin, the strong message for you is, as soon as you start trusting your intuition and the wisdom that's coming through, because you are a magician, you are a seer, you are a starseed, you are a healer, you are all the things. As soon as you start really honing that and trusting your intuition, that's what's going to pull you into alignment. Look at the dolphins on that card. Let me try and hold it still. Such a beautiful card. See the dolphins? They're around the heart chakra. There's all the chakras on this as well, right? Alignment. The dolphin is very much spiritual healing, heart healing. And as soon as you trust that wisdom, that's going to pull you into alignment. That's going to ground and fix all the quote unquote world problems, like your physical world problems, because that's what base chakra is. But you need to do this. It's like pull down the wisdom so that it manifests. That's the message for you. And the bottom card the bottom card was alignment. When I picked it up, this was the bottom one then, is the luminescence. Yeah, luminescence. It's time to shine your light, basically. It's time to like show the world who you really are. I love it. I know, Lena, this deck is amazing, right? It's so fucking beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's such an activating of the Lemurian energy, of course. It's so very welcome, Robin. Caitlin says, I just learned that I'm a healer. The older, the stronger I get. I love it. So fucking awesome. So good. And the more we hone our skills, the stronger we get. Yes. So Kate says, yes, the mediums. Do you ever do readings of past family members? So yeah, you know how I was just saying, like, everybody's got the gift, but we usually find when we hone our skills we really love or really tune, like, it could be animals, could be mediumship, could be star galactic stuff, could be ancient blooded healer stuff. Like, we'll usually find that something will really light us up and we're really fucking good at it. And so for me, when I first got into all this stuff, it was mediumship. It was mediumship. So yes, I do past family members. Yes, I do mediumship readings. I am a medium. Yes, 100%. So, and you know, it's funny, someone else, no, I don't miss comments. I see them all, but when I'm in flow, I will always come back to them. No, yeah, don't be bad. My bad. Like, no, you know, it's all good. It's just different terminology, but like I said, everyone has that capability and gift. It depends what they train their skills and gifts in. Everybody has the capability of it. It's like everybody can swim, everybody can doggy paddle, but do you want to learn freestyle or butterfly as an Olympic swimming? That's going to take some training. Same thing with your spiritual gifts. Everybody can sense a spirit in the room, or, oh, that's a bad vibe, that's a negative energy, or that's a good energy, that's a good vibe. Like, everybody can sense that. But how deep do you want to go into explaining and understanding what it is and what realm you're tapping into and who is that and blah, blah, blah? Well, then you just need more training. Yeah? Hence, what I teach in Trust Intuition, which I'm about to open the doors of Trust Intuition. I've had all these shifts in clarity this morning. I was sharing my Trust Intuition group. I'm like, had all these downloads in the shower. I've had some really fucking big changes here at Reality Awareness this week. And then like the live stream wouldn't work and I'm like, fine, I can clean the house because of all these big changes that happened on the weekend. Like 3 big fucking side swipes. I was like, whoa, talk about eclipse energy coming up. And then when my live stream wouldn't work, I was like, okay, I'm going to fucking clean the house. Like, because when I clean the house, it's very like energetically clearing. And I'm like, right, clearing the state. I'm like, new moon, of course. Like, okay, I get it. And then all this clarity came in today in the shower. And I pulled a card on it. It was like the clarity card. I've just got it sitting here still at my... Whenever I pull cards to myself, I usually just let them sit like, just there, let me absorb them for a little bit. But this is Fernia. It literally says clarity. So I wasn't going to open the doors for Trust Intuition at Early Bird, but I am for November. So early bird will open, the price will increase on the 1st of December, and then the price will increase again on the 1st of January. So it's like super early bird is what you could call this. And all of this is what I do in Trust Intuition, is we learn to trust our intuition, but we learn all our skills and we learn to hone our skills and we learn to understand where our strengths and weaknesses are and all of these pieces. So these energies, I know, what the fuck, right? So fucking... Oh my God, it's so full on. Okay. Val says, yeah, it's working better for me now. Shut down tabs on my tablet. Yeah, sometimes there's glitches on tech stuff and we just need to freaking do it. And sometimes we need to update our technology. Like we need to keep our software updated all the time. Unfortunately, it's just, otherwise it doesn't work anymore. So yeah. Yep. Okay. What if you have deja vu all the time? Oh, there's been so much deja vu this week. Like I've been experiencing like messages from people and shit. I'm like, double take, hang on a sec, which realm am I in? Haven't had deja vu for a while, and deja vu's been strong this week. So yeah, I think deja vu is stronger at certain times. Like we are in peak eclipse season right now. So, you know, total lunar eclipse coming up in 2 weeks or something. So yeah, we're right in the peak of it all. Kate says, I cleaned my whole house today, couldn't figure out why I felt the urge, but it was refreshing. Yeah, and this is the thing, like when I clean my house, like people are like, oh, I need to pay a cleaner. It's like, I've paid a cleaner in the past and I prefer to clean, not always, but I'll clean when I get the vibe to clean. If I clean when I'm forcing against my own vibe to clean, I'm just angry as shit. I just learned, don't do that. When I clean, it happens fast, effortlessly, feels good. I'm like, oh, new moon usually. Not always, but I'm like, trust the vibe and the flow. I had to have an iron infusion on Wednesday. Oh my God, that's massive. Definitely wiping the slate, clean energy. Oh, so much. All right, have another round of yes pleases if you'd like a reading. Yeah, and the energy is really, really strong. So yeah, and you know, like there's so many different things about deja vu, like, you know, surrender to the process, guys. You know, people say deja vu is bad. It's like a glitch in the matrix. Some people say deja vu is like you're on path. You know, you've lived this before. Like you're on path of your soul contract of this life purpose lifetime. You know, there's lots of different meanings for it. And, you know, at the end of the day, who really knows? And this is why it's all about trusting your intuition. For me, it's always a sign that I'm on track in my purpose and in my life. You know, that's really what it comes down to. Oh, thanks, Nicola. I'm loving my energy too. No, I'm just happy to be here with you guys. Trust me. Even though I was like, fine, I just need to walk away from technology. Of course, it's in the back of my mind. I'm like, what's going on? I wanted to go live. Fine, I'll clean my house. Whatever. Trust the floor, Hannah. I was even saying that to my animals when I was cleaning. I was like, well, I've just got to trust the flow, don't I? But sometimes I don't like trusting the flow. Sometimes I don't trust and I'm just angry. It's crazy. All right, whatever. Okay, who is this for? Riani. Riani, your name jumped right off the computer. So, Riani. Can feel my fresh energy. Yeah, well, that's the slate wipeout. Didn't feel good when the slate was wiping out. Okay. This will take me a little bit because I'm using a deck that I still need to read the cards, read the book, just to check what it's about. I'm starting to learn these. So little tip, guys, and I have students in my Trust Intuition class that always like sort of say this as well. They're like, oh, you know, I want to do readings, but you know, I'm still reading the book. And I'm like, dude, I've been doing this since 2005. Like, have you really watched my live streams? I still read from the book. And I don't sit there and read the whole thing, but I'll scan over and like, oh, that's what it's about. Cool. And then intuition comes through. It doesn't matter if you sit there and read the whole thing while you're fucking learning. Like, come on, guys. Like, how do you think we learn? Okay. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to share with you, Riani, is the bottom card of the deck is the wolf. Yeah, the better of spirit wolf. And what's interesting is this is the actual card cover. Yeah, on the back of all the cards is actually the wolf. And I feel like you like what's the word? Your back is covered. You know, what's that saying? Like they've got your back. Yeah, spirit's got your back. And I just feel like that's a really strong message first. Yeah, so the wolf is the bottom card. It's the overlying message for you. Spirit's got your back on this. Trust. That's what we're talking about. Sometimes I don't like trusting. Sometimes I struggle to trust. I'm just going to see what, if there's any other message in this. Hang on a sec. Where is it? And this is not the message, but I'm going to read this. It jumped out at me. See how I'm reading the book and like I'm trying to find the page, but this sentence just jumped out. I'm teaching you guys how to read cards. Here we are, a little training for you. Acknowledgement is the beginning of healing. Yeah, acknowledgement is the beginning of healing. This is not the card meaning. I'm trying to find it, but as I'm trying to find it, this sentence jumped out at me. See what's happening here? Do you see how I'm reading these cards, guys? I'm teaching you how to read. I'm going to look for this card message in a minute, but acknowledgement is the beginning of healing. Riani, I feel like you've been beating yourself up because you're like, I thought I'd fucking dealt with this before. Why is this happening? But I also feel like there's a lot of shame. Like acknowledgement is the beginning of healing, but I feel like you've been beating yourself up and there's a lot of shame because you're like, it's almost like you thought you should have known this, or why did this happen? Or why is this happening to me? But acknowledgement is the first start of healing something. Like conscious awareness of an issue is the gateway to like it shifting. If we don't know, we don't know. If we don't know, we can't heal. If we don't know, we don't shift things. Plain and simple, right? Acknowledgement is the beginning of healing. Go easy on yourself. Spirit's got your back about this situation. And that was the bottom card of the deck, right? Not the message, the bottom card of the deck is part of the message. And look what now is the bottom card of the deck, right? Is the Kundalini. 7 blessings of Eve is the Kundalini snake, which is the healing, right? From the top of my mind, from like I said, I'm still learning this deck. It's pretty in depth. A spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest as a blessing in your life. You have innate talents and abilities which will support your soul into full glorious manifestation. You've been blessed with a beautiful divine destiny to fulfill. And this is what I feel like Spirit's got your back. Like with whatever's going on right now, stop beating yourself up. Like stop, be kind to yourself because Spirit's got your back. And what's happening is your divine purpose is coming into deep alignment. This is all the cards we've done today, right? So actually, let's have a look at Wolf now. See if there's anything else that wants to come through. Give yourself enough rest. I said, stop beating yourself up. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough. What was the card just before? Grounding into the alignment. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. I was just about to say, sometimes there's a time where we need to push forward. Sometimes if we're stuck in a situation where we can't do anything about, it's time to acknowledge the situation so that you can heal. Hence the rest you've been given so that you can heal, because your divine destiny is trying to birth through. Now, that was just the bottom cards of the deck. Spirit's got your back on this one. It's such a strong message for you, okay? So what actually came out was the bastet of the 174 hertz frequency. 174 hertz. So this is the Egyptian cat, the bastet. The Egyptian gods, the Greek gods, but the Egyptian cats have been very strong lately. And this one is Cupio dissolvi. If from memory, this is about healing and energy clearing. I'm just going to check the cat first. Let's check. You've been moving fast for so long and you're not realizing how wound up you've become. This is exactly what I was talking about. I'm like, you need to rest. This is like Spirit's got your back. Can you just let it go? Can you just stop and just rest and do you know what I mean? It's pretty strong, right? Gently unwind now to drop into a deeper, slower healing rhythm, and you will restore your mind, body, and soul. And I'm pretty sure that's what this is about. So things which seem too difficult right now shall soon become very manageable and even pleasurable to accomplish. I'm pretty sure this is what this is about. Number 2 is the clearing out. It's time to let go. Things are working out in their own way. Trust that your heart is wise and is leading you on a soul healing journey in the right spiritual path. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing. That's what this was saying. It's underneath. Oh my God, that was underneath. That was underneath the rest card. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing. That's what this card is saying. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing and a resolution, but you must let go and allow it to happen. Need I say any more? Are you getting the message? Spirit's got your back. Let it go. Oh, that's funny. Caitlin says, I feel hot and anxious. Is that energy? Yes. When I channel, when I'm on live, I'll be like freezing, like it's not cold here today, but I'll be like freezing, turn the heater on, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to turn that off in a minute. As soon as I start live stream, it starts heating up in here. Spirit flowing through. Yes. Anxiety is too much energy in the heart. Yeah, usually. And feeling other people's energy. It's like energy coming into your heart. Yeah. So it's like you're feeling that energy coming through from spirit from here. Yes. Tracy says, thank you. I want to do this. Yeah, it's going to be so powerful. I think you're talking about 2023 psychic forecast. So if you guys want to book in for that, the link is pinned to the title. It's also in it's in the pin to the comments. It's in the title of this live stream. You can find it on my page. You can send me a message. I'll send you the link. And that's where we will go through and pick a card for each month live on Zoom. It's audio, video recorded, and we're going to create a visual timeline, which I'm just so fucking excited about. Clear out past life stuff, activations for each month. Like I said, it's going to be pretty deep and huge. It's going to be huge. So yes. What deck is this? This is the White Light Oracle. It's so beautiful by Alana Fairchild. I love her work. I know these cards are so beautiful, right? Yeah, so special. Love it. Okay. All right, so that was for Riani. Okay, another round of yes pleases. So I'm lifting up. Well, I hope this entire live stream has lifted you up. That's my purpose, I guess, or my intention of the live stream is the thing. Okay, two jumped out at me. Lena and Joy. Joy. Bring more joy into the live stream. So, okay, Lena and Joy. So I'm reading two at the same time. It's kind of interesting. Okay, so I'm reading two at the same time. And I just got the message, I'm doing a duality reading. Let's see what comes through with this. Here's the snake again. The serpent. Healing and knowledge. Also very related to lapis lazuli and third eye chakra. Seeing the truth in your reality, seeing the truth in relationships, and shedding the skins of what's no longer required. It feels like there's things that you've been hanging on to. It's like you've known and you've been walking away from them, but you've been hanging on to them. And like what I'm seeing is like the snake has shed its skin. And obviously the snake, usually the skin comes right off, but there's still bits of skin that's like coming off. Like there's just flakes of skin that is what's picking off, if you may. Lena says, snake is always strong for me. Joy says, yes, third eye. Relationship, seeing the truth. You're so welcome, Riani. Yes, okay, so a duality reading. This is interesting. Okay. Joy says, I've let it all go with my family. Okay, so duality reading, I don't know what this is about. We'll see what's going on. So Lena and Joy, okay? Lena, Joy. Duality reading, both ends of the spectrum, yeah? So Lena, focus, High Priestess and the Hawk. Hawk is very much connected to intuition as well. Hawk is the High Priestess in a sense of Hawk is very connected to clear calcite, which is universal mind, which knows all, very connected to, like, knows all, sees all, is all, it's intuition, yeah? High Priestess and then focus. So that's that. I'll come back to that. Joy, interesting, forgiveness, movement, partnership. You've cleared space, so this can come in. You've released family situation. It's created a big energetic movement in the family system, in the web. So I always see a family system like a spider web. And so, like if we look at a spider web, right? Analogy of a spider web, and there's exactly how energetics of, this is all third eye chakra, guys. This is exactly how the energetics of a family system work, or any system, whether it's a company, business, etc. So it's like a spider web. And if we look at a spider web, and on a spider web, like the spider's in the middle, but if there's like a I don't know, a fly or something gets in and it creates a vibration, it ripples through the whole thing. And so the spider rushes over and does its thing, right? But it senses the vibrations. And so when we look at a spider web, there's always people in the family web, for example, and whatever's going on everybody's affected by it, right? And it's a whole collective consciousness, right? So there's like systems within systems within systems within systems. Like it's a big intricate web, just like my post the other day. And I said that the 26 letters of the alphabet create novels and the whole thing of reality. And then someone else said, yeah, and I think it was Christine, she said, and Mozart created symphony orchestras from like 8 notes or something ridiculous or whatever it is, was it 8 or 12 or something? And I was just like, well, it's a whole nother dimension on it. And then if we look at the webs and this, like, it's so intricate, deep. Did you guys get an activation on this? Were you prepared for an activation? Just so you know, there are always activations on my live stream. Anyway, so back to joy. Forgiveness or no forgiveness is irrelevant to the point that you've chosen you, right? You've let it all go. It's created movement, it's created freedom in the web. So it's like the fly is free. And what I mean by that is like you're not trapped. You have the freedom to go or stay. And that is bringing in a fresh balance of energy, whether it is with a new partner or masculine and feminine within yourself, because you've grown up, i.e. inner child has grown up and let go, which has created a balance within self. So back to Lena for a moment, and they're both intertwined. So focus, High Priestess and the Hawk, and it just feels like Lena, like it's like I want to say you've gone through what Joy's gone through, but Joy's now going through what you're going through, but vice versa, but same but different. And so Lena, the focus, the High Priestess and the Hawk, it feels like you've big heart stuff for you, Lena, and I'm getting like codependency, but heart and focus, and that's what you've shifted from and into the intuition and the priestess. And the hawk is seeing the bigger picture of it all. It's almost like, Lena, you're the hawk flying over the spider web, but Joy is taking off from the spider web, which is creating a whole different dynamic and being able to see the truth and like coming in. And Lena, I feel like you're the hawk coming down through the web in a different vibration. And so this duality, it's almost like a big circle, like you're both like, do you know what I mean? And so it's not necessarily like you guys are the same, but it's like the cycle is sort of where you're at of the duality, if that makes sense. And what's going on in between it. It's like, and what I'm seeing is it called the Aurora Borealis, which has been so strong, actually. It's been popping up everywhere for me with the snake that eats its own tail, you know, that symbol. It is sort of connected to quote unquote bad stuff, but hey, every fucking symbol's got a bad and a dark and a light side, right? It's duality of reality. And so when we're looking at the serpent energy, it just feels like, yeah, and it's been cut through to the truth. Like, and it's like that cycle for you both has been broken. Yeah, it's like you're no longer stuck in those repetitive cycles, even though they are a cycle. You're not trapped in the web. You're not in the midst of the codependency. You're flying above and you're seeing the truth of it, and you're also setting yourself free to come into the full balance of yourself, which then creates a whole new web. It's a strong message for you both at the same time. Oh, it is huge. It's deep. Thanks, guys, for a duality reading. Okay. Okay. I love that. I love it. Yes, I showed up my parents after 2.5 years the other day. Well, that's so huge. Talk about healing. It's like, yeah, you can like hold a different vibration in the web now. You're not the fly trapped there. You're holding a different vibration in it. That's so powerful. That is so fucking powerful. Oh my God. That is so powerful. Susan says, after my 3 days of shadow meditation, I love it, all the people that have showed me love and did not judge me came through. Then in my dreams, the men that abused me came through and apologized in my dream. It was powerful. So now I know the difference. So thank you for that. A lot of tears were shed. Where did I say to do 3 days of shadow meditation? I know I said that recently in one of my trainings, but so much has happened. It was one in one of my trainings or something, wasn't it? Or was it on a public live stream? Because I did say to do 3 days of shadow meditation. or I thought that I said that. Maybe I'm thinking that I said it. I'm pretty sure I said it. You can get my free shadow meditation, guys. I've made it free because, I don't know, whenever I released it a year or two ago, it came through spirit. I was like, people need this and they need no excuse for it. So if you don't have my free shadow meditation, it's in my free Clear and Activate pack. You can comment pack below and I'll send you the link for my Clear and Activate pack. If you log in, go in there, there's training videos explaining it. The shadow meditation is in there. As we can see, that is so powerful, Susan. After 3 days of shadow meditation, all the people that showed me love and did not judge came through the shadow meditation. This is what love with unconditional love without judgment is. And then in your dreams, that men that abused you, that technically we're taught that is love, but it's not love. We know it's abuse, but it's a form of love, but it's abuse. But we're trained in society that it's okay when we know it's not. Can be hard to let go of it. Letting go of a toxic relationship is worse than heroin, so they say, right? And we all know how bad heroin is, and even if we haven't tried it, we've been told that it is. And so letting go of a toxic relationship, an abusive relationship, is worse than that, psychologically, etc. So that is so massive that you experience what true unconditional love is in your shadow meditation, and then in your dreams, the abusers came through to release. Like, that's the most fucking powerful healing ever. See how you guys are healers? If you do the work works when you work it, said my powerful mentor years ago. It's so fucking true. When the work works, it works. When you work the work, it works. Whatever she said. You get the point. The work works when you work it. Yeah? That's so fucking powerful. Thank you for sharing that, Susan. That is so powerful. That is so powerful. Oh, you're so welcome, Joy. You're so welcome. I love that so much. You're so welcome, Lena. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys don't have pack, the Clear and Activate pack is free in there, but you have to use it. You have to work it to work it. Yes, you told me this in the last training, the psychic reading class. Yeah, in the last psychic, the Trust Intuition Training School. That's what I was like. I'm like, I'm sure I said that too. Do 3 days of it. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so powerful. How deep is that healing? That is so deep, just from a shadow meditation. It's so powerful. Fucking so powerful. Oh, I feel so touched hearing that. That is so fucking powerful. Wow. I appreciate you sharing that. Okay. So I'll send you the link for the Clear and Activate pack, and then you can, it's just an exchange of email, it's free. And then you can log into my members website, member section on my website, and there's training videos. You only need to watch the training videos once so you understand how we're using meditation, what for, why, and then you can use it whenever you need to. You don't have to watch training videos every time, it's just once. And then when you know how to use it, you can just go and use it and have fucking beautiful, powerful healings like Susan did. Like, come on. It's so powerful, guys. It's so powerful. That is randomly so powerful. Not randomly, like just, I really appreciate you sharing that. Troy says, I love that pack. Yeah, the Clear and Activate pack. There's more than just the shadow meditation in there, and I actually have healing protocols in there for you on how to use the shadow meditation, little chart diagram things that I've done in there, which is like what I've been talking about with my 2023 personal psychic forecast. So if you want me to be your personal psychic intuitive guide over 2023, my personal psychic forecast is available. The link is pinned to the comments. It is in the title of this live stream. You can find it on my page, and this is where we jump on Zoom for an hour together. It's video and audio recorded. We're going to pull a card for each month of your year. I'll create a visual timeline because I'm being guided to take you through month by month video where we can tune into each month, clear any past life, activate any stuff that needs to go on in those moments, and then I'm going to chart it and diagram it so you've got a visual representation. You'll have the video and audio to listen back to over 2023, and of course you can listen to it anytime, but I'm also going to give you specific times over the year to come back and re-listen, to be like, oh yeah, that's right, you know, and you can dive in and re-listen to that section of that month to get the same activation, clearing, whatever's going on in that month on another scale as well at the time. It's pretty fucking powerful. And I'm so excited to be doing it this way this year. It feels so supportive to be there with you live, basically. Okay, so Tess says, I've been so tired and dark lately. I've actually got out of bed, done washing, done all this. Just love it. Listening to all your words and sharing this has made me feel lighter. Awesome. So turn up here more. Nah, it's like, this is the activation, right? This is the activation. It's what life's supposed to be about. Okay, so I'm going to do one last little reading for us all, and then I'm going to jump off this live stream. So if you didn't get a card, I did a reading for everyone at the very start of this live stream, so you can watch the start of the replay, just watch the first few minutes. There's a message, and then I'm going to finish with this message for you guys. So there's been a lot about taking rest, being gentle, not beating yourself up. You're not in a bad place. You just need to be gentle and take care of yourself at this time. So the deer has come up in that. And then there's the gentleness, taking care of yourself. And the raven's actually been really strong for me as well. The magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. At the start of this live stream, I was sharing how my live stream didn't work the other day. And I was so bummed because I was like, had this brilliant idea that as soon as I jump on, instead of waiting for people, I'm like, okay, as soon as I jump on, I'm going to do a live stream straight away. So those of you who watch the replay and you don't have time to watch the whole thing, I'm going to do a little reading for you. And it was like the best reading ever and the best fucking idea. And then the live stream wasn't working. I was like, what the fuck? Because the card was so brilliant. It was, that's not the deck here, but it was like, notice the signs. And I was like, this is like the best freaking reading. Anyway, the point is that the raven is also about noticing the signs. It's the synchronistic events. It's the coincidences. It's the magic. It's the, like ravens are associated with death and rebirth. And that's why sometimes people have a bad association with them, because it is a death rebirth card, but it's the synchronistic events. It's like, let go of the old and the worn out, the skulls, which are also about the crystal skulls, and is very connected to clear calcite, if you may, and the universal mind, the synchronistic events and the things, the magic that flies through your life. What we see as magic and miracles is actually synchronistic events and flow, deja vu, connected to your intuition. Like, are you following and trusting your intuition and following the signs? And the bottom card, I did shuffle these, but it's forgiveness. Again, it's the softness, forgiveness, let go, trust your intuition, and do what's right for you. Yeah, there's a big network of events happening and unfolding for you. There's the mushrooms and the mycelium network underneath the earth, and the deep connection and the synchronistic events. It's playing in your favor. You have to trust your intuition. You have to move forward in the full faith that you are being guided and supported 100% of the way at the moment. I love you guys. Susan says, my granddaughter came over last night dressed as a deer for Halloween and I saw a dead raven on the road today. Any more signs for you? You're so welcome, Caitlin. Caitlin, oh my goodness. I was saying Caitlin and Amy at the same time. Caitlin, Amy. Oh, you're so welcome, guys. I shall see you guys soon. Yes, Janine, I love it too. New intention, had to do it. Exactly. See you.